course, Drew just transitioned out and wondered, obviously you saw his performance last night, and you had a couple of moments with him on the court tonight. What do you make of a guy, coming in like that, playing out of position and finding a way to contribute like that?
Very good for him. He made some big plays today. Obviously, he played great yesterday, but just to not play before and then just come in, we asked him to do some things and he did it. So it's unbelievable.
How did the groin feel for you?
It's okay. Not bad.
Do you think it's something that you're just going to kind of have to deal with for a little bit, or do you feel like it impacts you?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but obviously going to try to play through it.
And then last one for me, what did you see defensively from the group tonight?
I think it was one of the best defensive games we had. They scored 93 points, which is awesome. Gives us a better chance to win. Playing physical, playing fast, and I think we did a great job today.
Luka, what did you make of sort of DeAndre's spirit tonight? Obviously the numbers are what they were, but just kind of the way he approached the game tonight?
Oh, very good. When he plays like this, focus on both ends, it helps us a lot. It helps us win games, and that's what we need from him.
Luka, when do you feel your best when it comes to your three-pointer? Obviously, you're taking a lot of them off the dribble, and I feel like last week or so, there's been a bit of an uptick there. When does that ball feel best for you?
Oh yeah, lately I've been shooting a little bit better, but still far from I know what I can do. I don't know when it feels the best. Just having my legs and then getting to the shot.
Luka, how mindful do you want to be in terms of looking for DeAndre, making sure you're feeding him the ball? I think JJ was saying that he wanted you guys to focus on making sure he got some touches, especially early in games. Not necessarily just today, but in recent games.
Yeah, like I said, it's very important. He's a very important guy for us, very important on both ends of the floor. So we got to look for him a lot. We got to look for him more, and if he plays like this, it gives us a way better chance to win.
Luka, you guys have an 8-game trip coming up. How do you try to approach a long trip like this?
Same way. I mean, we're getting paid to do this. Shouldn't be any excuses. So I know it's going to be a lot of traveling, but we get paid to do this, and I love it.
Tonight was game 41 for you guys. What would you say about the first half of the season, and what are the things you'd like to see in the second half?
Oh, it's not a bad record. Obviously, it could be better. But then sometimes if we play like this and we play like we played against Atlanta, it gives us a lot of better chance to win. So just got to look at those two games and play like that.
Luka, the 93 points, I believe, is the lowest amount of points you guys have allowed this season. Why do you think the defense found so much success tonight?
We just listen to our coverage, playing fast, talking on the court. So I think those three main things for us.
Thanks, Luka.
Thank you.
And then just with the rotation change, you get some guys back, but Timmy going back in with alongside Aiden, I believe, to start the second. And what did you see with, was it Jackson?
It was DA.
Yeah. So what did you see from kind of thinking, hey, this is a spot, we want to put him in, give him a shot, and how did you feel like he did?
Oh, he was great. He certainly earned a spot coming off last night where he played phenomenal, and you get the clipboard. Just we had talked about it, so I knew it was coming, but it's still like a little jarring to see the Vando, Drew, Da, like it's a LeBron. That's a big lineup, and they did a good job of playing out of the post during that stretch, and we also were able to get some stops and run, so I thought they did a good job.
JJ, you can run stats and figure out the first player to do this is Ben or whatever, but DA is the third player in Laker history to go at least 10 for 10 with 10 rebounds. It's him, Wilt, and Mitch Kupchak all time. Just how good was he tonight for you, and what did you see in addition to the efficiency, just like spirit-wise from him?
Yeah, he was phenomenal. I mean, he's had a number of these games where he scores efficiently, but really just from a production standpoint to get 20 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, that he's had games like this. It's just It's a huge thing for our team, particularly against teams that read, and that's where I thought he made a huge difference today. There were a couple passes early that we threw to him. One was a lob, one was we were trying to get a steal in early offense for him, and we didn't get him the ball. One was, a little high on the lob, and then the other one got deflected, and I thought our guys just continued to trust him, and as the game progressed, he made some really tough catches in traffic, and then was able to score the basketball.
Rui hit a third quarter when it was kind of anybody's game, and it didn't seem like he had as much rhythm since he came back from the calf prior to tonight. What did you see out of what was working for him?
Yeah, well, there was a game earlier this week where he felt like he made a few shots, and then last night, got into a little bit of rhythm. So it's starting to come. The minutes restriction, I think, for him is tough. We were able to expand that tonight. We still had a couple minutes left there on the total, but those shots. I told the team this after. Those were big shots for us. They really helped. When you're getting stops in a game like this, they're top 3 defense. In a game like this, where it's hard to score and it's a low possession game and it can be a little muddy, those shots were huge for us.
JJ, I feel like I asked a version of this Tuesday when you had 140 some points against the Hawks. Like the fact that you're able to get these kind of performances from your team on the second nights of these back-to-backs during the stretch, like how do you feel like you can build on that for the rest of the season?
Yeah, this is a very tough time of year for everybody in the NBA right now, and for the teams, and there are a number of teams that have rotation players, starter level players, all-star level players like us that are out of the lineup or in and out of the lineup. It can make an already difficult stretch of the season even more difficult, and the guys have done a great job of just getting through this stretch, fighting, and really we're starting to get healthy, and hopefully we get AR back soon. 2 very different games, to be honest with you. This was this was a 95 possession game, so a very low possession game. And the Atlanta was up and down and back and forth and a lot of transition. But we knew that, for us against their defense, we had to slow this thing down. And that's where the zone came into play.
And, as we think about this team, DeAndre Ayton's screening, which is something that the coaching staff has spoken about before, his screening is what starts offensive advantage for the Lakers a lot of times. Luka's really good at one-on-one. That's not LeBron's best attribute at this point in his career. So you're really relying on pick and roll and screening actions to start creating advantages numerically. And so DeAndre being back in the lineup, it's not just to pick and roll with him getting lobs or the 2 points himself, but it starts the defense in rotation. And then it allows more guys to get involved. And, Rui being able to get back on the floor and have 10, 11 field goals again tonight, those are all good signs, but it starts with kind of DeAndre anchoring the offense with the screening, and then the 13 rebounds to finish defensive possessions off.
You mentioned defense, and when I listened to what you were saying, I'll come back to you on this, Fish. It also, I feel like what you're saying is it's kind of screaming the role delineation and understanding your role and playing that to a T night in and night out. And I want to transition this conversation just a bit because Jared Vanderbilt, Mike Trudell gave a huge hit there in the fourth quarter until he got that steal and had that nice little in and out move, hesitation, had the fans loving it in the open.